Ride. All right, you lot, let's start with the Romans. These guys knew how to throw a party and their feasts were legendary. I'm talking about reclining on couches, being fed by hand, and enough food to feed a bloody army. They called it a symposium, but don't let that fancy name fool you. It was all about excess and indulgence. Imagine this. You're lounging on a plush couch surrounded by the who's who of Roman society. You've got slaves fanning you with ostrich feathers, musicians serenading you, and enough wine to drown a camel. And the food? Don't even get me started. They'd serve up course after course of exotic delicacies, like roasted dormice drizzled with honey, stuffed dates, and mountains of seafood. And if you were really lucky, you might even get a taste of peacock. That's right, peacock. They'd roast the whole bloody bird and parade it around the room before serving it up with its feathers reattached. Talk about a showstopper. But it wasn't just about the food, you see. The Romans believed that a good feast was as much about stimulating the mind as it was about filling the belly. So between bites of roasted boar and sips of Falernian wine, guests would engage in lively discussions about philosophy, politics, and the latest gossip. It was a chance to show off your wit, your knowledge, and of course, your capacity for food and drink. And let me tell you, these guys could put it away. They'd feast for hours, sometimes even days, until they were practically rolling out the door. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gordon, this sounds absolutely mental, and you're not wrong. But that was the Roman way. They lived life large, and their feasts were a reflection of that. They believed in indulging in the finer things in life, and they weren't afraid to show it. So, the next time you're tucking into a fancy meal, spare a thought for the ancient Romans. They may have been a bit over the top, but they sure knew how to throw a party. Now stop stuffing yourselves and move on to the next chapter.